Well, everybody, there's a lot of things when you get into politics. It's a tough one to get into because everybody has their own opinion. Everybody thinks they know everything, and I don't like to look at things that way. I like to look at it as everybody has an opinion, and they have a right to their opinion. But some of the things about Canada I want to talk about, and some of the things that really concern me. Some of the things I like about Donald Trump and some of the things I don't like about Donald Trump. That's what this channel is about. Politics. It's about homeless, crime, immigration. It's about a whole bunch of different things. And we're going to get into it on this channel in depth. But one of the things I have the issue with, and one of the things I'd like to see Canada do, is this is one of the things that Donald Trump I like about. I like the fact that he's tough on immigration, guys. I think it's an amazing thing. Get rid of it. And now what I mean by immigration, I'm talking about the illegals that he has in this country, the crime, I'm talking about all that type of stuff. I think that Canada should cap its immigration just like Switzerland wants to do with a 52% vote of yes. Where that's it. They want to save their heritage, their infrastructure. It's being stretched, just like Canada is, man. The infrastructure is being stretched. Housing, just a lot of things. We're $1.4 trillion in debt in Canada. We pay $1 billion a week in interest. That doesn't go to Canadians. Like, I'll give you a prime example here on the FIFA soccer game. 13 soccer games, 6 in Toronto, 7 in Vancouver. Over $1 billion. That works out to be $82 million a game. In Canada, the government only got back about $700,000. Over $400,000 lost in that game of taxpayer dollars. Now, I do support Ukraine and the war, but we need to clean up our own mess first. $26 billion to Ukraine, not counting the $900 million we just gave them on July 7th of this year, with a promise to support them until 2029. We're $1.4 trillion in debt, Canada, with 40 million people, with $1 billion a week in interest. None of that goes to Canadian citizens. That's just interest, man. We need more hospitals, we need doctors, we need to cap immigration. That's my opinion, guys. Canada has enough minerals and water to sustain itself for generations and generations. We don't need outside help. We have everything we need. We got the most fresh water in the world. We got minerals like crazy. We got the third biggest oil reserve in the world. But yet, we got the most expensive gas. We give it all away, guys. We need to take care of ourselves in Canada. But one of the things about Donald Trump I like is he's tough on immigration, on the illegals. And I've always told people that when it comes to Canada, I care about Canadian citizens first. That's the bottom line. I understand people need jobs and stuff like that, but I have friends, not only my age, but younger generation that are getting out of school through family friends that can't get a job. I have many friends, like I'll give you an example. I've done a video on it on Facebook. Over 300 applications. 2 of them went to Walmart. There's 6 applications. They went for their interview. They went back a week later, and they hired all the foreign national students and didn't hire them. Canadian citizens. If there's jobs left over, hand them out. But Canada has to be first, guys, and that's the bottom line. But it's kind of the way I'm going with things. I got a lot of stuff I'm going to be talking about on this channel. There's a lot of stuff that you guys are going to want to know. Listen, for an example, Donald Trump, one of the things I can't stand that he just said, by the way, it's July 20th today, 2026. We have wildfires up here. We've had about 3,700 this year. U.S. has had a 40 40 guys, 40,000 wildfires. Our smoke is going down there, and he wants to tariff Canada for that, make the tariffs higher. I don't know if you guys remember a few years back when California, I don't remember what state it was, they had a massive wildfire, and their smoke came up here. I remember it. I couldn't see the skyscraper across the street from me. We would never think about hitting the US with tariffs. Our closest allies and friends, man. But I do agree with a lot of stuff he's doing. What I do like about him, all he cares about is the US and his people and making the US great again, dude. And we need somebody in Canada that's tough, like Donald Trump. Tough, doesn't care what people think about him. Donald Trump doesn't give a shit what people think about him. What he cares about is the economy and bringing back jobs. That's what he cares about. And that's what Canada needs to do. Get a real tough conservative in there, somebody that really cares about Canada, doesn't care about their pockets and how much money they're going to make for their pension, and make Canada great again, guys. It's got to be the number one. We would be the richest country in the world if we did that. We need to cap immigration, guys, and worry about Canada first. Anyways, if you enjoyed what I had to say, I have a lot of stuff coming up. Homelessness, housing, jobs. We got lots of stuff coming up, guys. You're going to enjoy it. So make sure you follow me or subscribe to the channel, and I'll see you guys on the next video. The next one's going to be a real hot topic, so be prepared for it.